Alright, welcome to Raising Funds for World Domination, day number 321. So for the daily update, there are no updates on these items. Today I did a bit of work on the next video. I'd hope to finish it today, but I didn't. So tonight we will continue with work on the terminal block mining simulation game. So last night I started work on verifying that chunks, when a chunk gets loaded, that all the signals are properly sent. And this may also be difficult to get right because there are potential race conditions. Just like with the pending chunk signals. Orthoplex 64, how's it going? So I was in the middle of something last night. I don't know if I tested this. Okay, so this is when chunk becomes available. Now, when does it actually send these signals? I forget. Oh, actually, I think that's done explicitly here. let's test that. right, the test passes. I guess it's actually not testing too much, but it's a start. Okay, so the next thing might be try to test for chunks that I unsubscribe from. Test for becomes available. Test for becomes pending, becomes available. But I don't have anything for tracking for this. Let's kill 11610. Says hello. Is this some hacking or question mark? This is work on my terminal-based video game. I'm currently adding some unit tests for the memory loading and unloading. I have some links in the description that go into more detail on the project. There's a link to the GitHub and some YouTube videos. Please learn me some things. I didn't understand half your sentence. Sure, that's fair. I will give a demo of the game. So it's a terminal, it's a video game that runs in the Linux terminal. So once I start it momentarily, okay, so this is runs in the Linux terminal. You can wander around, you press the M key, mine blocks. And the blocks show up down here in your inventory. You can craft things. You can craft a better pickaxe to mine out to a larger radius. And that's the basic game loop. Interesting. Doing more things than my ls command. Yep, there's a bunch of things. Is really sick. Excellent. Glad you think so. Java? Yes. You don't like Java? Shabby says, good evening. How's it going? Is it a side project of yours? What do you do in real life? Historically, back in 2014, I started my own one-person software consulting business. I wrote software for various startups and companies and stuff. Although that was never, it was kind of okay in 2015. I did that for approximately 10 years. I had lots of trials and people just not paying, inconsistent work. It was okay for, there were moments where it was okay and it seemed like it would grow, but it never blossomed into what I thought it would. And then I think around 2019, I started up, it became clear that consulting was not, and contract software development was not really a viable business model. So I started also experimenting with social media, including YouTube. And since then, YouTube is one of the few things that has actually shown growth. So last year, YouTube revenue eclipsed the consulting revenue, and in the last, at least for the last year now, the consulting stuff has not generated any revenue. And currently with AI, stuff like that, that's probably not coming back. So currently YouTube is the main thing. Really good. The storm last night, really loud. Barely got any sleep. It's really loud for you. Yeah, actually. Now that you mentioned it, I recall being woke up from a dead sleep by like lightning. There's a strike of lightning somewhere very close to me last night, and it's quite windy out now. Yeah, if you want the full story, the 1 hour breakdown, I have a video. There's a video on my channel, how to become a 37-year-old broke loser. And then if you want to know more about business stuff I've done, so that video has 1.2 million views. The other ones where I talk about more about business and the consulting stuff, those videos only have like a few thousand views. But in my opinion, they're all kind of all, if you're actually interested, they're all equally useful. Don't really go by the view count, because it's not really representative of how good the video is. So I was thinking about adding something for this, but technically I'm implicitly already implicitly testing that with this. What's a good resource for learning Vim? I'm not sure. Personally, I kind of just looked at cheat sheets a lot. I think actually, I remember like back in the day, there was one Stack Overflow post with a bunch of good top commands. I know there's also there's a I think a video game someone made. If you type in like search for Vim video game, and I think that'll force you to learn the movements and stuff. But I've never tried it. It was on Hacker News and it got a lot of attention a few times. Then I guess the other way. Actually, I might have. I can't remember if I already showed you this. There's a video on my channel about the history of Vim, about like ed commands and like Vim X mode and stuff. That's also kind of it'll be kind of instructive, because you can just look up like random commands, but they're kind of like cryptic and they seem random. But if you kind of learn about how Vim evolved from the ed command, then that'll make some of the seemingly random nonsensical commands make a bit more sense. Let's see, I should make this test more extensive before I generalize it. It's a good idea. I'll have to find that video. Try that Vim game. Yeah, it looked neat. It was like very colorful. If you Google search for if you just search for like Hacker News Vim video game, you probably will find some. There's probably not too many search results for that. There might be multiple games. I don't know how extensive the game was. And the video on my channel about the history and connection. I think it was something titled like I talked about like the something about ed, Vim, awk, and sed, and I just kind of connected them together. what did I title that? See if I can find it. Oh, I actually have a tag on my site for Vim. Yeah, I guess if you want, you could watch all of these videos. Go to my blog, and then look at the Vim tag. And there's oh yeah, in this video I talk about the ed command and using a piece of paper as a display terminal. That would, if you would really want to understand it, that's good. Oh yeah, can you use ed as a drop-in replacement for Vim set grep and sed? And if you read or watch this video, that'll really level up your understanding. You're welcome. Can I ask you a question? I'm a beginner. What advice you give me? About programming, you mean? I'm not sure. It's hard to say. You gotta be more specific. Cybersecurity. Just graduated. I feel lost. If you want resources for how to learn about cybersecurity, there's a few from Egypt. I think it's something like HackerOne or something. What's that? What's that leaderboard hacking website? Oh, maybe it's this one. Yeah, I guess I would just search for this, and then try Hack Me. I think I've never used any of these, but if you want to learn about if you want to learn more about it. You mentioned you're from Egypt. I would say probably well, I don't know. We have a war going on right now. I guess presumably everyone would be governments would probably be recruiting a bit for that. I'm not really sure. I have no idea what the employment situation is in Egypt. Egypt is a country I don't really know. I know, historically, a lot of Egypt's economy has been under control of the military. I think. I don't know how liberalized it's become. But I'm sure the military has probably has some open spots. Other than that, you can look into trying to get a visa, try to go somewhere else where there's more job prospects. I have no insight at all into that. But if you're qualified, then like if you have a degree, that makes it easier. Not quite understanding what you're doing now. So you're live. Thanks anyway. You're welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be more than happy to know what you're doing. I know it sounds silly, but I appreciate you. Oh, thank you for your warm words. I'll give a quick demo. So I'm working on building a terminal-based video game. So I'll compile it and run it and give you a demo of what I'm building. How's the world domination going? No, it's going pretty good. There was some super chats the other night. Tonight's the last couple of days have been pretty slow. It's kind of strange how the algorithm works. Some days the chat is like very lively and I don't get any work done, and then other days it's pretty dead. Okay, you asked about what this is. It's a terminal-based video game. You can wander around an infinite, procedurally generated universe and spam the M key to mine blocks. And then there's crafting. So now you can use a different item to mine out to a larger radius. Reminds me of RuneScape. Yeah, I never played RuneScape personally. Yeah, it runs completely in the terminal. So everything, it's all text graphics. Because there's emoji characters, you can actually get a decent look at things. Interface looks just like your layout here. Kind of, I guess. Guessing you don't need a very hardcore GPU. Nope. Not until he introduces ray tracing. I was thinking about I could add support for Sixel graphics, which is a terminal-based, like arbitrary pixel graphics, which is not supported in all terminals, but some terminals support it. It's interesting because Sixel graphics is like it's a very old specification, but it was never really picked up. But there's some, of course, terminal enthusiasts who have implemented it in other terminals. So is this Python? Never taken programming. Always getting developer type content. Fell into a content rabbit hole. Yep, the algorithm decided that you're going to be a developer, I guess. This is actually Java. This is my syntax highlighting makes it look like Python sometimes, but it's actually Java. The language we all use but don't understand. I guess I don't really get it. Interesting. Gonna start with okay, so I have a joke. They say, and you lead with what's a language the whole world uses but can't understand. I guess the answer is Java. I don't know. I'm not. And in some ways, you could probably make the same kind of claim for every popular language. understanding a language good enough to write a compiler for it is like when you really get down to the weeds, there's just so much stuff you need to know. Even the C programming language, which is pretty simple, but there's so many new versions they add to it. And then in C++, they're still adding new, still like inventing new obscure syntax that nobody cares about or wants. Okay, I found an actual bug. It's not the bug I was expecting. Let's run that again. So it's still subscribed. Actually, maybe I could just make this bigger. So it still thinks there are pending chunks, which is not correct. And it's still subscribed to chunks. What are you making? I'm working on a terminal-based video game where you can simulate the process of mining blocks of iron ore. Is it a beetle crawling across the vacuum tube? Not quite. It could be a bug shorting out your electrical circuits, though. What does he mean by world domination? There's a couple links in the description. The first two links in the description go into my plans. Okay. That's it. Put in my hour for today. I made a little bit of progress. Okay, once this works, I think then I have like basic coverage of this, and then I think that the last actual thing to check will be maybe I'll go through and actually on the callback for when the chunk becomes available. I'll make it actually I'll make it actually read the contents of the blocks. And I think that will oh yeah, there was a bug I was trying to find. About not getting notified for chunks. Yeah, I guess I'll have to modify the tests to pick up that case. Because right now, technically, it should fail that test, but it doesn't. It's downloading its mind into a flash drive so it can escape the matrix. Yep. And that'll be it for tonight. So I guess I'll once again escape the matrix until tomorrow for day 322. All right, have a good night.